The Falcons flying around in the dome. St. Albert running down the Ehawks. The Reivers running free from the Panthers. Number 1 IDub looking to score one more and earn the right to play for a national championship. A match to remember in Cedar Rapids. The Saints' prayers answered. The IDub men's basketball team answering the bell at Canesville Arena as the 20th ranked Reivers scored 2 for the price of 1. The price is right for the ladies. Number 12 IDub cashes in as well. It's time to ring it up. The Bluffs Sports Zone starts right now. Hello, I'm J.J. Davis, and thanks for joining us for another edition of the Bluffs Sports Zone. Well, I made my first trip to the Dome, and it's a pretty cool place, but man, it was hot inside. And speaking of hot, Emmitsburg comes running into its state semifinal showdown with St. Albert as the top overall rushing team in the state. And St. Albert, well, it's St. Albert. The Falcons have been there before, try like 15 times. And this isn't St. Albert's first rodeo with the Ehawks either.
Road game coverage brought to you by Jenny Edmondson Sports Medicine.
Last time they shook on it, Final Four a year ago, Falcons won. St. Albert kicks off this time a 27-point underdog. Midway through the first quarter, scoreless, Falcons start at their own 49. Cole Herr cuts it up for 8 yards. But 2 plays later, Tucker Koljat leaves the game with a separated left shoulder. He will return. John Myring takes over. 2nd and 3, Ehawks 31, calls his own number, first down. But the drive stalls. The sophomore drills a 37-yard field goal. Write it down. St. Albert draws first blood. Emmitsburg's average starting field possession in the first half, its own 19. Fullback Andrew Wellick fumbles it away. Jimmy Hawk recovers. Falcons in business. St. Albert 1st and 15 from the Ehawks 22. Guess who? Tucker Koljat. 14 carries, 85 yards, gets 12 here. Later, 3rd and goal from the 10. Number 25 again cuts it inside and is in. Extra point block. 9-0 Falcons, 2:45 to go in the half, and the head coach is a little fired up. Now the Ehawks came in averaging over 400 yards on the ground. Not this time. Finished with just 146. Cole Herr, big tackle for loss. Under 2 minutes to go. Andrew Wellick came in averaging over 220 yards per game. Number 24, just 84. St. Albert gets the ball back on the Emmitsburg 31. 2 plays later, Tucker Koljat again, a 26-yard touchdown run, PAT blocked. The Falcons fly in at the break, up 15-0. 3rd quarter kickoff. Cole Herr races 78 yards, knocked out of bounds. Then John Myring then nails a 29-yarder. It's 18-0 St. Albert. The Ehawks start to make a move. 3rd and 8, Falcons 34. Jake Jackson, 15 of 19, 173 yards to Wellick, first down. 1st and goal from the 10. Wellick raced to the corner, and he's in. 18-7, 5:38 in the 3rd, and St. Albert just 45 yards in the 2nd half. Emmitsburg kept coming. 4th quarter, pass complete, and then Jackson to Nick Shanny. Jimmy Hawk, a big hit, 11 more yards to the 20. The Ehawks a 25-yard field goal to make it a 1-score game, and it's no good. Under 4 minutes to go. Emmitsburg 1st and goal from the 7. Koljat and Herr come up big. 4th and goal from the 1. Can't handle the snap. The quarterback gets mauled by Trey Tietzort. St. Albert weathers the storm. And bear hugs for everybody. The Falcons eliminate the Ehawks 18-7.
To play a great team like Emmitsburg 2 years in a row, and I think we gave up, I don't know, a total of 13 points, is phenomenal. It truly is phenomenal. And obviously it's not size, it's just our scheme and our ability to fly to the football and to play. I'm on the headset going, Tuck's done, and Jill put it back in, and I go, what do you think? And she goes, well, it's tight, and he wanted to go back in.
I just felt like the team needed me. I felt like all these guys have put so much effort into all the conditioning on Mondays and working hard so weak, and every week, and we worked so hard this week to get our jobs done, and I knew I had to go back in for the seniors and for the rest of my team.
It definitely feels a lot better to win, you feel like this.
A brawl? Holy. I wrestled. That felt like a 45-minute wrestling match. It was brutal.
Could you see frustration setting in on their side at times?
Yeah, I could. You know, in the huddle when they're getting upset, and you could see them yelling and stuff in the huddle, and we knew that we had the job done.
I have never been prouder of an effort out of the group of guys that I've coached. That was absolutely heart. Everybody doing their job. I love every one of you. We
truly believe that by the end of the season we were going to be a pretty good football team, and I think we showed that today. Maybe didn't play the best football, but we sure played the hardest football today.
Next up, the Falcons make their 7th trip to the state championship game in the last 10 years. And that says it all. What's Tucker Koljatz's weight? He's listed at 158 pounds. That's 158 pounds of pure guts. Then again, you can say that about the entire team. It was, as Coach put it afterwards, like a mash unit. On our Flex Physical Therapy scoreboard, the QB, a gritty effort, averages 6 yards per carry, and of course those 2 big touchdowns. Now Cole Herr's been hurt, but he played, ran for 45. What doesn't John Meyering do? I mean, he's the quarterback, the kicker, 2 big field goals. Next up, drum roll please, unbeaten and #1 Iowa City Regina for the state championship. Now St. Albert's in the title game for the 7th time in the last 10 years. Kickoff Friday, November 16th, just after 11 in the morning. The Reivers look to kick some IDUB in the hunt for the Midwest Football Conference Championship. And the Panthers on the prowl when we come back.
No team covers Southwest Iowa sports like the team at Jenny Edmondson Sports Medicine. For nearly 25 years, Jenny Ed Sports Med certified athletic trainers have cared for thousands of area athletes and their schools. And our partnering physicians at Nebraska Orthopedics help ensure you're taken care of from diagnosis through rehab. If you need to be seen now, come by our Saturday morning walk-in clinic. It's open all fall from 8 to 9:30 a.m. Jenny Edmondson Sports Medicine.
What's that? I don't know. Something I kind of made. Ooh, what's it do?
What do I do? Well, thanks for asking. I ring my bell and I like to dance. What do I do? Well, thanks for asking.
Ow! Yeah, it still needs a little work.
Anything's possible. Keep thinking. Get started on your own inventions or just play some games at inventnow.org.
What does the world need? What will you become? Iowa Western. The world is waiting.
This portion of the Bluffs Sports Zone brought to you by Cutler O'Neill, Meyer Woodring, family-owned funeral home, serving Council Bluffs in Southwest Iowa for over 100 years.
This game, just a formality. The Reivers got bigger fish to fry, but first, Ellsworth in the Midwest Football Conference Championship. Now, let's be real. There hasn't been a team, a defense for that matter, that's been able to slow down the IDUB juggernaut. So, why would the second go-round with the Panthers be any different? It wasn't. Here's IDUB TV student Blake Kerr.
Top-ranked Iowa Western welcoming number 21 Ellsworth to town, the Reivers and the Panthers for the Midwest Football Conference Championship. With 20-plus-mile-per-hour winds, the Reivers were held scoreless in the first quarter. Jumping ahead to the second, Aaron Wimberly takes the handoff from Waters. Wimberly weaves his way through the defense for a 23-yard touchdown run. On the next Ellsworth drive, Iowa Western forces a punt, but it's a fake. The Reivers not fooled as Isaiah Johnson intercepts the pass. Had to settle for a field goal to make the score 10-0. Home team. Later on in the second, Reivers driving again. Jake Waters finds Andrew Stone down the middle for a 17-yard gain. Later in the drive, Waters in the shotgun rolls to his right to avoid the pressure. Finds Andrew Stone, who makes a diving catch for a 5-yard touchdown. Reivers lead it 17-0. On the next Iowa Western possession, Waters finds Long for a 13-yard touchdown. Super sophomores connecting for the 25th time this season. Ellsworth trying to make something happen before the half, but the dark side was having none of it. Travis Green forces the fumble. Iowa Western recovers with great field position. On the ensuing drive, Waters finds Stone on a 4th and 7 to keep the drive alive. Next play, Waters finds Martez Marr for a 19-yard gain and a 1st and goal. On the very next play, Wimberly caps it off with a 1-yard touchdown run to make it 31-0, Reivers at the half. Third quarter, Wimberly takes the handoff and finds Paydirt for the 3rd time in the game. Home team up 38-0. Moving ahead to the fourth, Reivers ahead 40-0. Don Jackson takes the handoff from Waters for a 57-yard touchdown to make it 47-0. Reivers would go on to win this one 54-7 and bring home the MFC crown and punch their ticket to the national championship game.
Well, it's a step in where you want your program to go. You know, and 4 years ago we had a goal. You know, we've had a lot of successful seasons, but to be in this situation now for 3 straight years and to come home with it, credit to the kids and my staff for what they've done to keep staying focused at the task at hand.
In Mexico, we had losing seasons, but it feels good to win and be on the other end of the stick. Know that your hard work is paying off. We got to go out and finish.
It means everything. That's what we worked for. You know, all off season, all summer, all everything. You know, this is what we wanted. You know, where we wanted to be at a shot to win a national championship, and we couldn't be more blessed and grateful for the the opportunity to play. And we're going to be ready and excited for it.
For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Blake Kerr.
Thanks, Blake. Best defense for Ellsworth? Try Mother Nature. It took the Reivers a while, at least by their standards, but they got it rolling. Aaron Wimberly, over 100 yards, and in the process becomes the first back in school history to run for over 1,000 in the season. Jake Waters, hindered somewhat by the wind, completed under 50% of his passes for under 200 yards, but 2 touchdowns. Don Jackson, a big TD run. The top-ranked Reivers, 11-0, and as you can see on our Flex Physical Therapy scoreboard, next up, the automatic bid to the Graphic Edge Bowl in the Unidome December 2nd. IDub will tackle number 2 Butler Community College for the national championship. Game time, 3:30. Ever heard the expression, leave it all out on the field, court, whatever? The Saints did just that after the break.
At Council Bluffs Savings Bank, our goal is to help you, your families, and your businesses grow and prosper for generations. We take pride in our community, whether it's volunteering our time or helping individuals, families, and businesses succeed. We provide you with the personal service and attention you deserve. With over 220 years of banking experience, decisions are made locally. We are Council Bluffs people operating at Council Bluffs Bank to help Council Bluffs be a better place to work and live. Council Bluffs Savings Bank. Hometown banking, the way it used to be. Member FDIC.
This log. Yeah. Whoa! I like the big black ones. I like the brown wiggly ones.
I like the green crunchy ones myself.
Whoa.
Get out and explore nature. There's surprises everywhere. Go to discovertheforest.org.
Anyone up for dessert?
It's easy to tell if you've had way too many. But But what if you've had just one too many? Buzz driving is drunk driving.
What gets you moving?
Because when you get moving an hour a day,
You fuel your body,
and your mind,
whether you like to throw around the football,
play frisbee in the park,
Or dance in your room.
moving every day helps give you a healthy body and mind.
And that makes you part of a winning team. Hey, that was my line! Get up and play an hour a day, Doc.
check out how to be a player at letsmove.gov.
Head online to get tips on great ways to get moving every day.
That's www.letsmove.gov.
This portion of the Bluffs Sports Zone brought to you by the Narmi Investment Group at Baird, 402-964-4400.
St. Albert comes running out in Cedar Rapids looking to make some history, and a bunch of Bears had other ideas. The Saints went toe-to-toe with West Branch. Did they ever? And just when it looked like it was over, well, see for yourself. I know I won't forget it, and those people that were there won't either. The Cedar Rapids Ice Arena is the site of a 2A state quarterfinal match that will be remembered for a long time. The Saints come marching in for the second year in a row. St. Albert looking for its first win. West Branch, making its first appearance in school history, serves up a quick 3-zip lead. Nevada Meese then finds the open space. The Saints are on the board. The Bears maintain a 3-point edge with the brick wall, 15-12 West Branch. St. Albert right back. Allie Wettengale, one of her team-high 6 blocks, 22-21 Saints. The first-timers with the first set point. The Bears with the putback, 25-24 West Branch. St. Albert then wins the next 3 points. Grace Wettengale, one of her 7 kills. The Saints out-hit the Bears to win it, 27-25. The 4th-ranked team in the state huddles up, staying loose. Early second set, Allie Wettengale sends it right back. St. Albert a quick 10-3 lead. The Bears battle back. Heather Pula, one of her team-high 16 Ks, cuts the lead to 4. Saints by 1. Over to Allie Wettengale. The super soft 14 kills, St. Albert 19-17. West Branch tied it at 20. The Saints can't handle the serve, 24-20 Bears. West Branch rattles off 4 of the last 5 points. Pula with the exclamation point. Bears battle back to even the match, 25-21. Sound the Rocky music, boys. We're gone the distance. Third set, more of the same. St. Albert down by as many as 5, trailed 20-17, storms back. Kylie Ferguson, one of her 4 blocks, 20 all. Allie Wettengale joins in, 22-20. The Saints would rip off the last 8 points and come back to win the third, 25-20. Super fans witnessing a super match. Not so super for St. Albert in the 4th set. All Bears for the most part. Jumped out 18-10, then there with the stonewalled 21-12 West Branch. The Saints trying to make a game of it. Allie Wettengale sends it right back. St. Albert trails by 7. Too little, too late. Ashley Finnegan puts it away. The Bears win the 4th, 25-18, headed to the 5th and deciding set. Angie Lance just keep fighting on every point. And then it seems to just fall apart. Can't reach it. West Branch serves out to a 6-zip lead. The Bears doing everything right, just block their way to a 12-5 advantage, 3 points away. But then the magic happens. Joni Thomas with the K, 12-6. Kylie Ferguson, the kill, 12-9. And you can feel something special's happening. The junior, a team high, 21 Ks. None bigger than these. Again, Saints trail by just 1, 13-12. St. Albert with the serve, too hot to handle, 13 all. And the tension's unreal. Allie Wettengale, St. Albert 14-13. The Saints suddenly out of nowhere, match point. St. Albert digs its way back from the abyss, winning 10 of the last 11 points to win the match, 15-13.
Even though our backs were against the wall in that 5th set, you could feel that momentum shift because we played one ball at a time and played with confidence. You know, I told them, don't look at the score. You just worry about winning games to 1. Play games to 1 and try your best and go and leave it all out there.
Beyond emotional, like you really can't explain it.
I had an uncle pass, my mom's twin brother, 3 weeks ago, and I prayed to him, and it means so much.
Down. 6-0, 12-5. Did you believe?
Yeah. I started saying Our Fathers on the bench, and I know Kylie said she started praying too when she was out on the floor, and I guess our prayers worked, I guess.
So excited that we finally broke through that barrier once again like we did last year, and it's a different barrier, and we're just so excited.
Last year, just getting here for the first time was fantastic for not only that group last year, but also for every other group at St. Albert that's been to that regional final and not gotten to play on this court. And then now to get to play a second match at state for us and for our program and our school, it's huge. I just can't describe it right now.
The Saints lost their state semifinal match. Number 1 Dyke, New Hartford, ended St. Albert's season with a straight set win. But who will ever forget the epic comeback that defined the Saints season? It was one for the ages. That it was, and like I said, I'll never forget it. Memory making has begun for the IDub women's basketball team. The runnin' Reivers have come sprinting out of the blocks. Next.
What does the world need? What will you become? Iowa Western. The world is waiting.
In 1977, an 8-year-old boy picked up the game of golf from his father. The odds of that same boy then making it to the US and European Pro Golf Tours, 1 in 7 million. The odds of the Big Easy winning the US Open twice, 1 in 1.2 billion. The odds of him having a child diagnosed with autism, 1 in 110. Ernie Els encourages you to learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
IDub hosted the Holiday Inn Hampton Inn Reaver Classic. The 20th ranked men in mid-season form or not. Now, this early in the season, coaches really don't know what they have. And then you throw in the fact that IDub has just one returning starter back. Get the picture? Well, here to frame it up just a little bit more is IDub TV student Austin Heinen.
20th ranked Iowa Western hosting Mineral Area, ready to rock and roll in their home debut at Canesville Arena. Reivers, first possession, the offense passes the ball around until Tavian Tomley assists Dayuta Samara for first blood. But the Cardinals show that they'll be competitive as Jay Ralston responds inside immediately, sparking a 12-4 run. Cardinals up 12-6. Reivers moving the rock down court fast. Josiah Coleman takes a lot of contact, but Samaro is there for the tip-in. Few possessions later, Shaquille Boga tries to drive it in. Tyrone Houghton, though, not today, sir. Next IDub possession, Matt forces a turnover, and Bryce Wheelbrecht capitalizes. 16-14 Cards. Morris calls a timeout. Next Cards possession, Ralston, a two-handed statement. But the refs call him for hanging on the rim. Reivers sink both free throws, 2-point ball game. 10-14 left in the first half. Reivers take their first lead. That's Billy D. Williams for 3. Later, Boga driving again and rejected again. Tyrone passes it down to Pomley, who puts it down with the right hand. Next, Iowa Western possession, Devin Brooks shoves some moves.
and one. Reivers up 32-21 and on a 12-2 run here. Mineral area still playing tough out there. Fred Gurman gets the steal and the transition layup, cutting the lead back to single digits. But the next Iowa Western possession, Denzel Reed falls down and Williams takes advantage from downtown. Reivers up by 14 at the half, 44-30. Early second half, IDub offense stays clicking. Tomorrow gets the board and a tough bucket. The show doesn't stop yet though. Ladies and gentlemen, this is ball distribution at its best. That's Coleman with a jam over Garmin. Midway through the second half, Cards look for rhythm. Instead, Boga and Tyrone with another meeting. Access denied again. 5 minutes to go in the contest. Shot clock winding down. A Denzel Walker dials it up from a different area code. Reivers running away with it, and the Cards try to find a way to slow down this attack. Out of the timeout, Cards, Jake White dials it up from three-point land and connects. But Iowa Western's offense chips too much. Williams here again with authority. Someone have him sign that poster later. Iowa Western wins 84-66.
We play hard, we play together, we play very unselfish, you know. And if things ain't going your way, you find a man who's got the hot hand. That's really what it is. But we work together as a team to get it done. I mean, we on our home court and we basically down like 10 points. We got to step it up or they're gonna embarrass us. And, you know, it's our first game on the home court. We got to get the jitters out, but hey, we feeling it now.
Feeling it indeed. 4 Reivers scored double figures.
And I just thought the guys were really nervous. Missed a lot of easy shots inside early. Thought we had about a bunch of point-blank shots and just didn't get them to go. So, but then all of a sudden, as some of them started falling, some guys started making some shots, and we kind of elevated from there. So got 84. You know, I'll live with 84 just about any night. I was real pleased for about 32 minutes. About the last 8 minutes, we backed off and didn't do as much defensively. And lucky we were far enough ahead, it didn't make a lot of difference, but you got to finish this thing out to the end. But we have a chance to be a pretty good defensive team.
For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Austin Heinen.
The Reivers had a holiday in the Holiday Inn Hampton Inn Reiver Classic. First up, Kennedy King College of Chicago, not even close. Ty Smith to Amber McCann. IDub shot its way to a 14-zip lead. Lakota go to Ty Smith from the corner. Number 23 on the run to number 1. And watch Leah Scott. 16-0 Reivers, just under 16 to go in the half. Make that 16-2 with the dish. Now for some defense. Thank you very much. Leah Scott all the way, 21-2. The sophomore from Michigan led 4 in double figures. Took the pass, knocked down 23. The home team passing it around. 30 assists. Lakota Go laid in 12. IDub just owned the boards. Lakota Go back up and in. Now Ty Smith, the school record, 15 assists. Not a bad steal either, and goes all the way as the Reivers just blew by Kennedy King 109-28 inside. The ladies ran by Neosho County the next night 61-54 as IDub wins 3 straight to start the season. And then there's the women's soccer team. You know, at the time of this taping, third-seeded IDub had won its first-round match at the national tournament in Melbourne, Florida. We'll have more with Brad Sylvie and the ladies on the next show. And so it goes. As far as this show, it's time to go. Until next week. So, for the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm J.J. Davis, and as always, I'll see you around.